Hello, everybody. This is En Route, and today I have a message for you. There's this whole thing about how women shouldn't lead, or women can't lead, and all that good stuff, right? And I disagree. I disagree with that statement completely. I think certain people can lead, and certain people should hold positions of leadership, but these people have to be of the highest standard for the representation of who they represent, right? So if we're going to have someone representing men, we would want them to be of the highest standard, right? The highest caliber, when it comes to whatever field that they're in, and so it's not about can a man or a woman lead. People can lead, and some people can't lead. We need each other. There is no man without woman, and there is no woman without man, right? And to all those brothers out there that want to say, well, you could just put one guy on an island with 100 women and blah, blah, blah. I understand how that works, and that's called incest, all right? And you all end up with you'll all end up looking real weird a couple years from now, okay? So that's called being inbred, okay? So even if that, I just don't understand some of these like immature little slapbacks. It's like we have to stop being immature towards each other, and we have to start looking at each other like we're here to make each other better, and we're all each good at different things. Like, if you ever see those videos, like a workout video where, the girl is better at the legs and the guy is better at the arms, okay? It's not about who's better necessarily. We're different parts of a bigger machine, right? And we all have our own little part, And if you have an engine, you can't run an engine without some significant parts, right? If there is, if there's no spark plug and no oil in the engine, they're both equally important, and yet they're both extremely different and do completely different things. And so without them, you can't run the engine, though. And so the point of the matter is that we have to come to a middle ground. Men and women can both lead. And I think it's just the fact that women have been suppressed for so long, and there's not as many women that have the confidence to stand up and say, hey, just because I want to set a standard or, say something or speak or open my mouth and be heard doesn't mean I'm trying to be a man. It just means that I have something to say. And the thing is that why would a woman be given this brain power, this capacity to withhold this knowledge of, brain power and capacity to withhold this knowledge if we're not supposed to use it, apply it, and, execute on what we know, right? So, I think women can lead. I just think that, it's a touchy subject, and then that's where the competency comes from, because, the issue is like, I guess, like, there's like an ego thing or whatever, because like, and even Kim Jong, whatever, the Korean dude, even he knows that his daughter is a better fit to be a leader, but because she doesn't have a dick, she can't be in charge. So she's second in command next to her brother, who's a dunce. And then, why do we do that when one person is more capable? And then it comes down to, people. Some people have a higher capacity than others, whether they're male or female. And it's not really an issue. It's not really a big deal, So I think women can lead. I'm not going to draw this out too much. I know I said I was going to drop the bigger video, but I wanted to put this message out here before I do that, because I think this is important before I say certain things. And yeah, I think women should lead. I think for far too long there has been an imbalance in leadership, and that is why the world looks like the way that it looks, because we're not seeing both sides fully. We're kind of seeing it, we're kind of getting okay and with it and things like that, but it has to get better in a way where we're not trying to hurt each other, and cause a war between the sexes. That's not how you create a harmonious society. And that is just kind of the goal with, my channel, is creating a psychology of harmony, in people, and seeing things from a perspective that isn't, clouded by all of the traffic and all of the just the BS that you see all over social media, that gets all the views and the clicks and whatever. And it's just like, sometimes it's better to hear something that isn't so black or white or extreme, and has like common sense involved in it, and has like, humanity in mind when they're thinking about things, And so how I say, you can't have one without the other, you can't, you leave a man on an island by himself, a woman on an island herself, they'll perish. All right, we're not frogs. So, we all need each other. All right. And I think it is time for women to step up in leadership, not so that we can dominate over men and dominate over the world and put in a more abusive standards and ideology, but to create harmony and understanding and connection between the places where we don't understand each other. Okay. And so that's where we have to step in as women, as female leaders, because if we come in with hate and pain and all of this angst and anger, we're not going to get the results that we want. And it's just going to become this cycle. Okay. So, I'm just going to end it there. That's it. Yeah, that's it. This is En Route, and I'm out.